When you take a look at what it stands for, our company itself stands for giving. It stands for throwing out goodwill, and just like a boomerang does, it always comes back. And we designed our whole entire company around that philosophy. I'll tell you a story that years ago I was in what I call a semi-depression almost. I thought I was. And we had achieved so much financially, so much all over the world, but there was some missing components. And everything was good at home, and everything was good health-wise and family-wise. It wasn't that. It was, I was working in a capacity whereas I couldn't spread my wings, and I couldn't fulfill my destiny the way that I really wanted to. And I'll never forget when we came up with that concept of me getting back my happiness, and the concept came up where she says, what is it that you really want? And I said, I want my happy back. And I'll never forget, there's always so many things that a wife will say to you, but it was more of, go give away the thing that you want the most. And so I started a philosophy of every day I wake up, I make sure that one person's life is going to be different because I woke up that day. And I know many of you are building this business because you say you want to go ahead and become successful so that you can give back. You don't have to become successful to start.
Nope.
You can start right now.
Start now.
And what I would do is I would make sure that I give a compliment to someone who probably hadn't been complimented in a while. I'd go to a restaurant and I'd actually tip that much more to a person, and I wouldn't stay for their reaction, but I knew it would change their day. I stand, if I see a lady coming, and I'd stand extra long, whether it was 1 or 2 minutes, and I'd hold that door for her, or whatever it may have been. I'd go through the toll and I'd pay for the person behind me, and they had no idea it was me. It was the idea of spreading goodwill. And we adopted that philosophy, and we spread it around all the people. And during Christmas time, we have what we call our 12 days of Christmas, but it lasts all month long. Whereas we don't buy anything for ourselves, we just make sure that we give away to someone else. And the most important thing is we never stop to let them know that it's us who's doing it, because we're not doing it to receive, we're doing it because we understand that principle of what happened.
Yes.
And so starting a company, what better way to start a company to know that you're going to start it based on the philosophy that gave you your happiness back? That was when I started to understand that no matter how much money you have, that's not where the happiness comes from. Happiness comes from being able to share and to give that goodwill. And